Hey guys, this is Patty Brown. I am so glad to be on with you this morning. I just got done on a call with a client that called me, and they are liquidating their father's estate. And they actually, he's been gone for a while, so the house has been sitting vacant. And I thought this was just a good time to bring up some, questions that they had, and it may help some of you who are going through this or may need to ask me questions about it. So my name is Patty Brown. I'm the auctioneer and associate broker for Red Belly Rooster Auction, and I also have my real estate license with Berkshire Hathaway. So what we do here at Red Belly Rooster is that we help folks downsize and liquidate the personal property in the homes that we're selling. So we work with a lot of estates and people downsizing, a lot of people going to assisted living or moving in with their kids or just, maybe moving to a condo at the beach. So we work with a lot of people like that, but we mainly do them hand in hand, and a lot of times we work in difficult situations where a typical tag sale, just a normal estate sale where people are walking through the house may not work. So we work with, when there's a lot of content, so that is kind of one of our specialties. We run it as an online sale. So we bring in our crew and we take pictures of everything that's in the house, everything that we think is sellable. And then we run it online for a week or 2 weeks, depending on what the contents are. And then we're a local pickup. There's no shipping for us. So we are in Macon, Georgia, and Fayetteville. We have two offices, Fayetteville, Georgia. And so mainly our bidders and our buyers are local. But a lot of times, we do have dealer clients who buy, and they may come from Florida, from Alabama, from the Carolinas, and Tennessee, because they know they have a couple of days after the auction closes to bring their trailer and whatever they need to come in and get their stuff. So it's a really easy process for the family. Basically, all you guys are going to have to do, what we ask you to do, is to take everything that you're keeping. So if mom or dad is moving to assisted living, we're going to kind of designate what they're taking with them. And if you need help kind of deciding what to do even there, we have some move management experience. And so a lot of times we can look at the plan of the assisted living, their suite they're moving into, and just try to help them figure out, what do you need to take with you and what's going to be left. So if you need that kind of help, we're available for that too. So, but then, so after you've removed everything, or if mom and dad has passed away already, then the family, once you've gotten okay through probate that you're allowed to start releasing personal property, then the family can come in and pick or designate what they're going to be keeping. And I did have this conversation with one of the clients that just called, and I said, things have really changed. A lot of the grandkids, they really don't want the furniture or, the bedroom suite or the collection of dishes or anything like that. But sometimes they want grandma's biscuit pan, or, sometimes they would love grandpa's hammer, just to be able to have something that just means something to them, for the grandparents. This is a good time to kind of talk through those things with the family. But once you've kind of gotten pretty close to kind of thinking the family has taken everything, just call us. And this is a good time. You don't have to clean up for us. You don't have to, bring a dump. We prefer that you don't bring a dumpster and start, designating things as trash before you get us to walk through, because, we're really surprised on what can sell and what doesn't sell, so we really, most of the time, we do, if any trash haul off needs to be done, we do it at the end. We really try to sell everything that's sellable. And then at the end, we'll bring in a crew to do the clean out. If we need to get a roll off or something like that, we can do it at that side. But I do want to speak to people who may be embarrassed by the condition of the house, or that they're worried about the condition, or the real estate itself having sit for many years, maybe without, haven't been cared for. But we are used to dealing with that. And most of the time, We really tell people just let's get it cleaned out. Let's get it where it looks really nice and clean. And then we can kind of look and see if there's anything, there's an active leak, like if the sink's leaking or if there's an active roof leak or something like that. That's going to be something that we would tell you to address because it's going to damage the home and stuff like that. But as far as any remodeling or changing anything, layouts or anything like that, we really don't worry about that as far as us, because a lot of times what we're seeing that it's not worth the estate having the carrying costs of the insurance and the taxes, and if there's any mortgage payment and all those things, plus on top of it doing any updates or redos that you really don't know if the public's going to like that or not. The carpet may need changed out. We could potentially offer a credit for that. So there's just, or we can just say we're pricing it as is to sell it, on a quickly. So anyway, we are really experienced. I've been doing this for almost 14 years in making in Fayetteville. So in Georgia, actually a lot of places in Georgia, we help. And so I would love to help you guys figure it out. Again, my name is Patty Brown. Feel free to give me a call. My cell phone is 678-815-5687. I will put that in the description. I'd love to help you guys walk through the estate and probate process. If you're downsizing, we also, have great resources for that. I work with agents just all over the area. So usually I'm taking care of managing the whole project. And so that would be the personal property and the real estate. And I work with other agents and my auction manager to be able to make sure that, everyone's be able to stay in their lane and designated for something. But you have one, source of contact with me, and we can go ahead and get stuff started through what needs to be done. All right, guys, I just wanted to say hi this morning. I hope y'all are having a great day. Even if you need to call just in and ask me to pray for you, I'd be happy to do that. I know a lot of times just this is a very stressful, emotional, spiritual time, and I'd be happy to pray with you, talk through stuff. And 3 years ago now, I lost my mom, and a year ago, almost coming up onto a year ago, I lost my dad. So this is really the first time in all these years that I've been, actually doing these services that I really can understand what my clients are going through. I know the pain, that's there. I know it's hard with sentimental things and memories. But I'm able to, help where I can. And, we ask the Lord to help us and guide us and see how I can help you guys. So feel free to give me a call. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.